Okay, we're here on the concluding day after the concluding race in the final round of the Track World Cup in London at the Olympic Test event, talking with Monique Sullivan, who's just finished the Keirin, finished 11th. Monique, obviously it's always good to be able to make the final selection for the final two rounds, but obviously I think you were probably hoping for a little more than that.
Well, today was actually pretty interesting. They actually had to run a quarterfinal in the Keirin, which they've never had to do before, but there were so many girls they couldn't fit them in the heats. And so I actually got to do 5 races today instead of 4, and that was really good for me because what I most need is experience, and heading into the World Championships and Pan Am Championships next week, it was a really good opportunity to practice the things I've been working on in training, and the placing isn't as good as I think I could have done, but I think that I made some really good positive moves and I learned a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like, especially in your second round race, you clearly were on top of it and managed to avoid having to go through the repechage again.
Yeah, I've made a lot of mistakes this year in the different Keirins, but I think I showed today that I'm learning from them, and there's so many elements in a Keirin that you really need to practice as many as you can, and I'm starting to see the patterns and see where my strengths are and where the other girls' weaknesses are, and so I think I'm really learning to capitalize on those.
Now the sprint, qualified 14th. How are you feeling overall about your sprint experience?
Well, I didn't qualify for the sprints in Beijing. I qualified 18th, and so to get 14th here with way more girls here, I mean, everyone's here to test out the new track. That was really positive for me, and I think that I do have more potential moving forward, and I'm just looking forward to the Pan Am Championships and World Championships.
Now, you've ridden the Olympic track. What's your impressions now that you've had a chance to ride this track and thinking forward to like July and August?
Well, it's amazing, and I think the biggest part for me is seeing the village in construction, and we have the building that the track is in is absolutely gorgeous, and seeing it inside this big construction site is actually, knowing what's going to come next is really inspiring, and so I'm going to do everything I can to be back here in the summer, and also seeing my teammates and how well they performed. Zach Bell yesterday rode amazing. The women's team pursued, and Tara today, she worked through a lot of things this weekend, and I'm really proud of everyone, and I think that we look good moving forward.
So, Pan Am's, what's the goal for Pan Am's?
To win. Definitely to win Pan Am Championships. I think I've shown here that I have the form, and I just have to race smart.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.